Welcome back, everyone, to our playthrough of Career Mode in NASCAR Heat Evolution as we prepare and really ramp up the excitement for the upcoming release of NASCAR Heat 2 in September. So after all of the drama that was involved that I talked about in our last video at Kansas, we come away with another victory. So that means here in the round of 12, we have swept the first two races and 3 in a row overall, as we won at Dover to end the round of 16. Then we won at Charlotte. Then we won at Kansas. So that's 3 wins in a row. And now it's going to be interesting going to Talladega. And the reason I say interesting is because so far we've not had any speed for them at the plate tracks. This is where the car being down on horsepower and having increased drag, that kind of stuff, really hurts us. We simply don't have the speed to keep up with them and to really do what we need to do. But things are looking good. And of course, this is a free race for us. As I said, this is the rest of the round of 12 is a chance for us to really get as much money as we possibly can to get toward that $750,000 so that we can finish up the second column of upgrades. That would put us halfway through the available upgrades. But the computer control would give us 2.8% horsepower improvement. Boy, we could really use that coming up at Talladega. That's for sure. So here we are. We're set for Talladega. Again, the goal is to make as much money as we possibly can. And the way you do that is finish as high as you possibly can. So I have no idea what to expect out of our car as far as speed, but I can't wait to find out. Let's head to the track.
Get set. The race is going green. There's a green flag.
All right, folks, so here we go at Talladega, and we qualified dead last. We had absolutely no speed. We were better than 3 seconds off the pole, and now we are in danger of losing the draft immediately. That is not good for sure. I mean, you have to laugh about stuff like this because, I mean, there's nothing you can do really other than hold it flat. Car handling is not an issue. And let's see, okay, looks like we're going to be at least able to keep up here. And so what I'm going to do for right now, as much as it pains me, is I am going to hug this inside line and just sort of see if anything moves. I'm not sure. Let's see. Ooh. If she gets off that bottom, if Danica gets off the bottom, then I will not be afraid to get to the inside and try to make a move here.
Still there?
I'm just not sure if they will go 4 wide without shoving me off the track, and that will not work. All right, we're coming up on, I'm going to have to tap the brakes here.
Stay low. Still there?
Oh, wow. Somebody's beating and banging on me.
Stay low. Still there?
All right, yeah, we cannot hang with it on the straightaway. Looks like Kyle Larson is brake checking somebody.
Car high.
Well, somebody in front of him is brake checking him, one of the two. All right, we're going to shove him through the corner. A little bit of tandem drafting. Unfortunately, tandem drafting gets you nothing in this game. No extra benefit.
Car high.
Woo, okay, somebody's into us. I'll get the heart rate moving a little bit.
Still there?
All right, the 20 car will stay up. Nope, he's going to come back down to the bottom. All right, we're going to try to shove him through this corner as well.
Still there?
If I could sniff a little bit of a draft, then that would help me down the straightaway here. There's not much going on in front of me. Now I notice we got one car that's jumped in behind us. They're getting single file in front of us.
Stay low. Still there?
So that's going to help us because the single file line is going to be running the bottom, which means that we get the benefit of the draft, while the cars that are to our outside do not. And we need all the help we can get. All right, so we're up to 30th. Hey, that's better than I thought we were going to be able to do. All right, 10 more laps. Here, let's see how high we can get. Obviously, we're not looking at a top 5 or a win or something like that, but can we get to the top 20? That might be doable. depending on what kind of a run we can get up through here. Looks like Casey Kane is going to be coming down the track. Can we get to his inside before we get to the corner?
Still there?
Yeah, we got there. A little touch to his left rear quarter panel.
Still there?
Let him know we're here. All right, Smith.
All clear.
If you're in the way, we're just going to shove you through the trial.
All right.
You'll get out of the way and we'll try to pass you.
All clear.
Let's see. Yeah, he's going to move up a little bit. Can we get under him? Looks like it. Yeah, we're beside him now. Got some drafting help behind
Still
us.
there?
And the cars in front of us are running the low line. But now we get on the straightaway and
All clear.
that is not good because the cars are all running toward the top of the track. Let's try to sniff a little bit of that draft before we head back to the bottom of the corner. And again, I feel like I pretty much have to run the bottom just because I don't think our car's got enough speed to run anywhere else. We need to take the shortest distance. All that draft I can get. So we're up to 27th. And as you can see, the car handles great. I barely even touched the steering wheel through the corners. I'm able to keep that pretty smooth. All right, we need Elliott to get to the inside of Allmendinger, and then we need to try to follow him through. Nope, didn't quite happen there. All right, let's see if we can get a good run coming off of 4. Let's try this again. Nope, still can't get underneath Allmendinger.
Still there?
All right, so we're going to try to drag race him, and yeah, we're not gonna turn out well in that. You can see he just pulls us by a few car lengths. So if we're going to get up any higher, we're going to need some help. All right, let's go, Chase. All right, we got a nice run here. We might be able to get to the inside.
Still there?
He's going to pull us down the straightaway, and yeah, he still pulls us. We had a good run there, but the draft combined with the fact that he's got a better car anyway.
Still there?
Yep, I can try to pull out and pass, but you can see they just pull away from me. Of course, Chase Elliott may be in the same situation as I am. He didn't have enough speed to get by Allmendinger. That would sound very odd with a Hendrick car not having enough speed
Stay low. Still there?
to pass Allmendinger, a single car team, or now I guess they're a 2-car team.
Still there?
All right, give me that draft, Allmendinger.
5 laps to go. Stay low. Still there?
Oh, I thought we were going to be able to hold the inside, but we could not. This isn't actually too bad a racing, aside from the fact that the field is all spread out like this. The AI are being pretty nice to each other, and pretty nice to me as well. All right, maybe I can get to his outside.
Still there?
Meaning that I can get the drafting help from Allmendinger and use that to pull.
Stay high. Still there?
No, can't do that either. Our top speed in qualifying alone was about 183, maybe 184. So you can see we're getting tops about 3 miles an hour, 3 to 4 miles an hour in the draft, which is not much. All right, come on, Chase, get underneath.
Still there.
Trying to shove Chase Elliott through the corner.
Stay low. Still there.
Chase almost as if he doesn't have any interest in passing it. He's going to stick to that back bumper of the 47 car. Let's see, we get a good run right here. Wow, nice run.
Stay hot. Still there.
As I am now shoving Chase Elliott through the corner.
Stay hot. Still
There we go.
there.
I'm pushing all I can, Chase. This is all I got. I have not touched the brake pedal in quite a while. And I have definitely not lifted off the throttle. Now imagine if we were doing this 2 and 3 wide all the way around the track. Shoving our lane to try to get our lane
Still
in
there.
front.
Here you go.
That would be intense. So even our line of 3 here, we can't seem to make any ground on, again, I want to say Daniel Suarez, but that's actually Carl Edwards for the purposes of this game. We can't even make any headway on him, and that looks like we got Danica Patrick that has joined our group. And for some reason, we still haven't been able to run down Daniel Suarez. I am glued to the back bumper of Chase Elliott. This is as tandem can get. All right, let's go. No, he just keeps edging up. Don't do it, Danica.
Still there.
Danica had to move back down to the bottom because Danica was making a move on me. Oh, do we actually have a little drafting help here? Can we pick up a spot?
Stay low.
Oh my, he's still outrunning me.
Still there. We'll get him next time.
Woo. Okay. So that was interesting and would have been incredibly frustrating had we not already had our finishing position and entrance into the next round of the chase locked in. Wow. Okay, that was tough. That was tough. We need a lot more speed before we can compete on the restrictor plate tracks, which, if you think about it, is actually the opposite of the way it is in the real life. The restrictor plate tracks are some of the only tracks, along with the short tracks, where the slower cars, the smaller teams, can actually compete. So very interesting just how slow we are compared to the rest of the field at these tracks. All right, so let's see what we get. Okay, only 53,000, when in our last race we got what, like 211,000, maybe even more than that. So quite a disparity there. So let's see who gets the win. Denny Hamlin brings home the win in this race. So now the field of 8 has been set. Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, and Casey Kane will be going home. So they will not be advancing. Of course, I guess home is not really the best way of putting it, because they will definitely be at the next racetracks. But they will no longer be competing for a championship. Kind of odd to see Jimmy Johnson down there, because I remember during the season many fights with him for victories. So interesting that he's going to be going home this early in the chase. 7-time will not be continuing. Let's go ahead and finish up this race. Yeah, 51.5 second lap. Yeah, we're nowhere near that. So thankfully for us, that is our last restrictor plate race of the season. So now, ooh, there we go, scared me to death there. Congratulations, you advanced to the next round. Thank you very much. Next time, don't scare me like that. Definitely wasn't prepared for that. So now if we look at our bank account, we have $449,000. So still quite a ways away from where we need to be for that final upgrade in the second column of our team investment options, which is $750,000 to give us another 2.8, almost 3% horsepower improvement. Would really love to have that for the last few races in the chase. As soon as we can get it, the better. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the round of 8. What is it? What tracks are making up the round of 8? We'll start off in Martinsville, which should be good for us because we should be able to make a strong run there. Then we go to Texas and finally end up in Phoenix. So for us, we need to get a victory in Martinsville. Texas, I feel like we're going to struggle for the same reasons we struggle at all of the bigger tracks. We just don't have the speed. And then Phoenix, we should be okay at Phoenix. I don't think we're going to be quite as strong simply because I'm not as strong at Phoenix as a driver. So I need to be on point at Martinsville, but that'll be in the next video. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned for more NASCAR Heat Evolution.